So one of my all-time favorite quotes comes from Ralph Waldo Emerson, and it is, "You become what you think about all day long." Today's growth tool is going to be a little bit different than some in the past because the detail of what I go into today is one so important that I want you to actually read it. And so the blog post that we've created below is so important that you read because there's a process that's happening within each one of us that a lot of us aren't made aware of, and I want you to be highly, highly aware of it. So I can't encourage you enough to read the blog post below. But in essence, what I want you to understand is that thinking follows a process, and thinking is simply asking yourself questions and answering them. Now, if you sat there and asked yourself, is that right? Is that true? Then understand that your very questioning of that definition is actually practicing that definition. And I, again, believe that we do become what we think about all day long, but I also don't believe that we are conscious of what we think about all day long. In fact, one of my favorite people, Joe Dispenza, has said that by the time we are 35 years old, up to 95% of our thoughts, feelings, and actions happen at the level of our programming. And inside of the article that I wrote down below, I also cite that we on average have about 6,000 thoughts per day. So let's just do a little bit of math. If only 5% of your thoughts each day are actually happening outside of your subconscious, meaning they're consciously happening, then only about 300 versus 5,700 thoughts are happening at the level of your consciousness. And I want to show you through today's article a process or a hack, something that you can ultimately use to override that and have a little bit more of a hand in what you're thinking, because if you aren't becoming what you want to become, if you don't feel that you're making progress towards who you want to ultimately be, it is because of how you think. And if how you think is happening below your level of awareness, then we have to have a tool to bring your thinking out of your consciousness. And one way that I have found, it's only one, it's not the only way, is through the power of questions. Now, of course, we have a worksheet here for you. There's some questions that we outline below that what I would consider or encourage you to do is to take these questions or maybe create your own, but every single day, write out your answers to these questions. Do them in the morning and then do them in the evening. And what you'll find is that over time, your thinking is going to change. It's going to improve. And so, again, all of what I'm talking about here is outlined below, and I really, really, really want you to read that article and practice what it's preaching. But above all else, as Gary Keller and Jay Papasan said, your life is a question, how you live it is the answer. And today's article will bring whole new meaning to that quote. Check it out. Thanks for watching.